For the button, I want to set the image. I don't want to use the text. I want to set the image. How to set the image? Through programmatically we can set, or through storyboard also you can set. First, I'll set these things. I'm just commenting here and going to the storyboard. For the click me, go to property inspector. Here there is a state. Default state is normal. Normal means normal state. For the highlighted state, I'm setting ఇక్కడ కూడా మనం చేసుకోవచ్చు, కొంతమంది లీవ్ అవ్వచ్చు. సెలెక్టెడ్ స్టేట్ మనం స్టోరీ బోర్డ్ కూడా చెక్ చేయొచ్చు. ఎందుకంటే దోస్ ఆర్ ప్రాపర్టీస్. ఇక్కడ మనం ప్రాపర్టీ ఇన్స్పెక్టర్ లో మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ దెమ్ వీఆర్ హ్యావింగ్. Whatever you do with the storyboard, you can do that through code as well. Highlighted state, removed, normal state. When you tap outside, we are setting property button dot is selected equal to. So this is selected state. If you want to set, I don't want to use the. I don't want to use the text. I want to use the image. For normal state, that is default. For default image, I do not have any image. Let me drag and drop image. In the assets, we drag and drop images. Let me take an image from here. This is my image. Let me take another image for another state. This is my image. On top of button, I want to show you the R. Let's move to the storyboard. And the default state, what I want is, I don't know what the image we are having. Just click on arrow. It will show you the number of images. This is system. System means by default you got from the SDK. These are from project which you have drag and drop. Okay, this is the one, and on highlighted, I want to use a different one, that is, or I don't want to use the text here. Even for the normal state, I do not want any kind of text. Run it. This is normal state. When you tap and hold, it shows you the R. That is the different image which we have set. Okay, for the buttons, this is how you set the images. And what else we are having? You can also set a background image, and this is the main normal image. See the difference between background image and normal image. Background image completely occupies, whereas normal image also is set. This is the normal image. Normal image means which is a little smaller. Background means it completely occupies. Background image is not considered about the content mode actually. If you see here, there is an image. Let's see configuration from there. Scale, small, medium, large. Go to view content scale default. It is center. Center is the top. No difference. Okay. Yeah, basically, my image is the foreground image. Background image completely occupies the size of the button. And then default system configuration, scale, weight, pointer. These things you don't use actually. And text. Where exactly it should be positioned. Left side alignment actually, alignment. Left to right or center. ఇది లేదు కానీ remove the background and selected state enable highlighted. View as usual it is having the width and height, x and y position, background color and frame alpha. This is view. These are view properties. These view properties we have seen: background color for the label, frame for the label. Is hidden with the property of UIB. Everything we are having here. And if you see, there is some difference between the method which we have created yesterday and today. The sender and any. In interviews, you will face this question: what is this sender any? Sender any is sender here. In this case, to which control the action is added, the action is connected. That is sender. This action is connected to the button. So the sender is a button here. Let me show you that. Print sender is, it is sender. Let's see what exactly it is. You need to remember the definitions when people ask, interviewers ask you what is IB action, IB outlet or sender. You should be able to answer that. See, what is sender? Sender is a UI button. The frame of that button is 27 to 91. 361 is the width and 256 is the height. Okay, then the button tab and button title is displayed. Okay, what is the IB outlet? IB outlet is a keyword which is used to connect or hook up storyboard elements in the which are present in the UIControls class. The purpose of using outlet is to hook up the storyboard elements into the UIControls class or to refer the storyboard elements in the view controller. IB action to hook up the active components with the block of code. When the active components reacts, that block of code will be executed. This is about button. ఇంకేమన్నా మీకు ఐడియా ఉంటే చెప్పండి. బటన్లో ఇవి చెప్పుకుందాం అంటే ఇంకా అవి కూడా చెప్తాం. జనరల్గా ఇచ్చేసేది బటన్కి ఇమేజ్ సెట్ చేయడము, బటన్ క్లిక్ చేసినప్పుడు యాక్షన్స్ పర్ఫామ్ చేయడము. ఈ సెంటర్ వాట్ ఈస్ సెంటర్ ఎనీ అది ఒక క్వశ్చన్ ఉంటుంది జనరల్గా. హౌ టు హుక్ అప్ ద ఎలిమెంట్స్. సెంటర్ ఎనీ లేకుండా కూడా చేయొచ్చు మనం. నేను రిమూవ్ చేసి సేమ్ ఆపరేషన్ పర్ఫామ్ చేయొచ్చు మనం. When do you need sender? When do you don't need sender? There is also, let's find out. Here if you see that method is not there, right? Button tabbed. This method is not there actually. Button tabbed. The previous method has a button tab colon single parameter, right? Now it has no colon. What is the difference? Still it works. The only difference is you will not have the reference of this button. ఆ మెథడ్లో మనం ఈ బటన్ వాడుకోలేము. Still the same functionality is happening. This is all about buttons. Two different kinds of controls are over. The final and very, very important one is UITextField. Let me decrease the size of this. UITextField, which is very, very important. This is another kind of control. Another kind of UI control. Basically, the text field is used to take the input from the user. For the application, we are having two classes to control that. For view controller, we are having a view controller to control that. For text field, we are going to have text field is also having some set of lifecycle methods as a view controller has and the application has. Similarly, The text field is having multiple events. When user starts entering, when user stop entering, when user clicks enter, when user clicks backspace, when user continuously typing, these are the different events the text field triggers. Okay, that is called a text field delegate is the one thing which has a set of events for the UI text field. Based upon the operations user performs on the text field, the events will be triggered. In the events, if you want to control any kind of activity, you can control that. Okay, first thing is this is text field, this is button. See the properties the button has and the text field has. Text field has button has a set of events and an action and some outlets we have connected to that. If you see here, it has it is a text field which has a delegate. Delegate. The button does not have any delegate. Delegate means someone who is responsible for controlling the events. Controlling the events. Okay. Let me write those events. I am telling text field. Your lifecycle methods are present in UIController. I am telling text field your delegate is someone. This case UIController is your delegate. The events whatever you trigger will be controlled, handled by the UIController. Those events are not present here. Let me write those events. The purpose of those events is to control the text field. To control the text field in the sense when user is you are having username and password. In the username, you don't want user to enter any kind of numbers. Only user can enter text, or you don't want to allow user to enter any kind of special symbols. For the password field should password length should be 8 to between 8 to 12. If user enters more than 12, you need to show an error. You should not allow it. These are the different kind of activities you need to control in real time. We control them when user is performing some operation on the UI text field. Based upon the user interaction, the text field triggers some events. Those events we will see now. We told that the text field, your lifecycle methods are implemented in UIController, but we have not implemented. See what happens. You will not get any kind of error. There is no error though you have not implemented. And I am able to use the text field. I am able to enter. I am able to enter the text as well. Okay, I'm tapping. Also, I want to hide the keyboard. For that, we are having a method. The method name is u.endEditing. User type something and it entered it outside. The keyboard is dismissed here. Okay. Now I'll write the methods and show you the difference. Extension UIController UITextField delegate. We have said the delegate, right? This is what the delegate is. UITextField delegate. Here we have already seen this is delegate. What is delegate? Delegate is a protocol only. What is protocol? Protocol is a set of method declarations. This is method declaration. This is all these are method declarations only. Whoever wants to follow this protocol, they have to implement those methods. The app delegate wants to follow the UI application delegate protocol. So implemented these methods, few methods. Since these are optionals, okay. By default, we got only 3 methods. If those are required means you must implement them. Similarly, go here and check what are the different UITextField delegate methods. If you see, everything is optional. That is the reason we did not get any error when you run the application after setting the delegate. Delegate set చేసిన తర్వాత కూడా మనం రన్ చేస్తే ఎటువంటి ఎర్రర్ రాలేదు. ఎందుకంటే అన్ని ఆప్షన్ మనకు అవసరమైతే ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేసుకుంటాము లేకుంటే లేదు నా ఉద్దేశంతో. Let me implement some methods. You can directly go here and copy paste if you do not remember. or else if we simply type few words also, the methods will be populated. Okay. These are the different delegate methods only. I just entered text field. It is giving text field. Did begin editing. Text field should clear. Text field should return. Should end editing. Should begin editing. Text field did end editing. Text field should change characters in range. These are the set of delegate methods which are available in the UITextField delegate. Whatever methods you need, you just implement them. Let me write a print statement and show you when these methods are getting called. These methods will not be called when you don't set delegate. Run it. What is that? It's not on. Yeah. Text field. I know what is the error, but this is also important. Use the same title for the print. See what are these methods and what are the errors. Should change that in range. These are the methods. Text field did end editing. Did end means text field editing is over. This method will be called if you want to perform any kind of operation. You can perform. Did end. Ending editing is over. If you want to submit the request to the server, you can do it. If you want to submit the credentials to the server, you can do that. Text field did begin editing. Text field is started editing. If you want to perform anything, you can perform. Text field did change selection. When you select it, I don't know. Generally, we don't use. Text field should clear. It is asking you. I am a text field. Text field is asking should clear or not. If you return true, it will clear. Text field should return or not. Yes, true. We'll see when this method gets done. Text field should end editing. It is asking should I end or still continue? Yes, you can stop when you need it. Text field should begin editing. Yes, you can edit whenever you want. Text field did end editing. Yes, ended. When the ending is what? What is this? Text field did end editing. Text field did end editing with reason and should change characters in range. Let me run it and show you when this methods are getting called. We use 2 or 3 methods out of 7 or 8. I tapped on it. What happened? Text field is asking to the view controller. View controller is the delegate now. We set text field, your delegate is view controller. Text field, your delegate is view controller. If you do not set anything, nothing will be happen. Delegate methods కొన్నిసార్లు కాల్ అవ్వవు. ఎందుకు కాల్ అవ్వని మీరు డెలిగేట్ ప్రాపర్గా సెట్ చేస్తారు లేదా అది గమనించుకోవాలి. రియల్ టైంలో చూసి గమనించే వచ్చే జనరల్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఇవన్నీ. క్లిక్ చేశాను, నథింగ్ హ్యాపెండ్. మీరు అనుకుంటారు ఎందుకు టెక్స్ట్ ఫీల్డ్ డెలిగేట్ మెథడ్స్ కాల్ అవ్వట్లేదు అని. యాక్చువల్లీ యూ హావ్ నాట్ సెట్ ద డెలిగేట్. నౌ ఐ సెట్ ద డెలిగేట్. డెలిగేట్ కెన్ బి సెట్. Delegate is also a property of your text field. Programmatically also we can set that. Run it. When you tap on the text field, 2 methods got called. One is text field should begin editing. Text field is asking to the delegate, delegate, can I start editing? What delegate told? Should begin editing, right? See what it is saying. Yes, sir, you can edit. You can start editing. If you say no, it won't start editing. I'm tapping on the text field. Nothing happened. See, there is no keyboard, there is no cursor. What happened? Delegate told that text field asked to the delegate. Delegate, shall I start editing? Delegate told that no, you should not edit. You shouldn't be editing. And the second method, what we are having, once this is successful, then did start editing. Yeah, did begin editing something. Text field should begin editing. Delegate told that yes, you can go ahead and start editing. Text field did begin editing. Then the begin editing is called. See, text field should change characters in range. Whenever user is entering any character, this method gets called. Again entering 3, 3, 3, 3. Whenever I enter any character, what is happening? Should change characters in range method is getting called. There I am returning. If I return false, see what happens. Text field is started editing. I'm entering 6. Nothing happened. Again 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. This method is getting called, but delegate is saying that don't take the character. False. Don't take the character. When do you need this method actually? Let's say the password length is 12 characters. What you can do, you can check number of characters. If it is greater than 12, what you can do? You can return false. You should not allow it. This is where exactly you use this method. Or each time when user clicks on a character, you're getting the string. If you don't want to allow numbers.
For phone number, we can use this one, right?
Yes, for phone number you can use the based upon the requirement actually. I'm telling you when someone enters any character, I'm entering 2. I said false, so it is not taking. Let me enter 2. I'm returning true here. It allows for anything. You can see what text user is being entered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Now what I want is I don't want to allow 1, 2, 3. When user enters 1, 2, 3, I should not allow him. What I can do? If string equal to 1 or string equal to 2, string equal to 3. When user enters 1, 2, 3, return false. Don't take that. Otherwise, take other than 1, 2, 3. If user enters anything, take that. You can also do. You can do restriction like this. If user enters a special character, don't take those special characters. I'm entering 1. 1 is entered here, but we have written false, right? It is not taken. 2, 3, no. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, you can see the difference. You can even enter characters. It is taken. Only for 1, 2, 3, we have restricted. And when the count is more than 10, if you want to stop it, you can do that operation. That is the task you can do. If the phone number is, I want to take 2 text fields. One is username, second one is the password. First one is the mobile number, second one is the password. Password length should be between 8 and 12, and the phone number is 10 characters. When user clicks on button, show an alert, try displaying an alert whether it is valid or invalid. Valid entry means the phone number should be size length 10 and the password should be between 8 to 12 characters. And the phone number should not have any kind of alphabets. Characters it should not allow, only numbers it should allow. Okay, this is delegate, and text field should return when this method gets called. When you click on user clicks on return, when user clicks on return, you need to hide the keyboard. How to hide the keyboard? We're having a method like text field should return somewhere. Should return. We're getting text field. Text field dot resign first responder. When user clicks on enter, I want to hide the keyboard and send the details to the server. Hide the keyboard. User enter something, hide the keyboard. Hide the keyboard. Okay, and text field should clear, right? Let me see that as well. And here, and should change characters in range. I should change selection here. If you clearly observe, whenever I'm hitting backspace, which method is getting called? Again, should change characters in range only getting called. When I click on back, like backspace, should change characters in range. This is null character we have here. Null character. When you enter some text, it is displaying like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. When you enter backspace, it is giving you the null. To identify the backspace, null is the one thing. Simply single space, you see. Here, single space we have. And you can see the other methods. Let me set some properties of text field from the storyboard. If you see, we are getting only keyboard, right? Alphanumeric keyboard we are getting. Now I want to restrict that. See the properties the text field has. Text, if you want to set text, you can set. If you want to set the color, you can set. Font, you can set. Text alignment, you can set. Placeholder. This is the placeholder. Okay. Background image, if you want to set, you can set. Border, you can also have a border. Clear button, always visible. Is always visible. Let's see the clear button. By default, the clear button will not be available. The layer text field is bigger. See, the clear button is the button here. When you tap on it, see what happens. It asks to delegate. Delegate, should I clear the text or not? Text field should clear. It's a clear. Return clear. It asks you should clear or not. Yes, you can go ahead clear. We are returning true in the delegate methods. Should return, should clear. Here we are setting true. You can also set a secure text entry for the passwords. This is how it works. Secure password. For the passwords, we can use secure text entry. And we also have written that by default it is written, right? You can make it done or continue search to many things we have. The keyboard, enter. Enter key change to done. And what we have here, keyboard type number pad. If you want to allow only numbers, you can use the number pad. Only members you get here. One is not allowed, one is not allowed, three is not allowed. These are the different properties the text field contains. Basically, totally, there are three kind of controls. One is active control, another one is passive control, and passive control with lifecycle methods. These are the three different variety of controls the iOS has. ఈ మూడు మీకు క్లియర్గా ఐడియా ఉంటే కనుక మీరు ఏ కంట్రోల్ అయినా మీరు వాడేయచ్చు. లేబుల్ ఏం లేదు, సింపుల్గా ప్రాపర్టీస్ని యాక్సెస్ చేసుకోవడమే. బటన్స్ ఈవెంట్స్ ఉంటాయి, ఆ బటన్ క్లిక్ చేసినప్పుడు ఏదైనా పర్ఫామ్ చేయాలంటే చేయొచ్చు. టెక్స్ట్ ఫీల్డ్ అదేవిధంగా ఇలాంటి కంట్రోల్స్ కొన్ని ఉన్నాయి, వాటికి లైఫ్ సైకిల్ మెథడ్స్ ఉంటాయి. బేస్డ్ అపాన్ ద యూజర్ ఇంటరాక్షన్ ద మెథడ్స్ విల్ బి ట్రిగ్గర్డ్ వేర్ యూ పర్ఫామ్ ఆపరేషన్ whatever you want to you control the text field. Similarly, we have UI table view, UI collection view, okay, UI scroll view, UI collection view, we have UI text view, date picker view, search bar controller, UIButton, we write lifecycle methods, right? Similarly, the navigation controller contains the collection view controller contains. Okay, these are the three variety of controls the iOS has. If you understand all these three, you can use any kind of component, UI component,